Hey Cancer, welcome back to the channel. I just pulled the cards for you, and honestly, I need to share this reading because the energy coming through is so specific about your future spouse and the timing of when this marriage will actually happen. Grab your coffee or tea because we are diving deep into this. So before I even shuffled the deck today, I could feel this really grounded emotional energy. And I asked the cards very specifically, who is this person Cancer will marry and when will this union happen? And the cards did not hold back. They gave me such a clear picture, and I am genuinely excited to walk through this with you. Let me just start by saying, the first card I pulled is Temperance, and when this card shows up in a marriage reading for Cancer, it tells me so much about the foundational energy of who this person is. Temperance is all about balance, harmony, and this beautiful ability to blend different aspects of life into something cohesive and peaceful. Your future spouse is someone who has done the inner work. This is not someone who is going to bring chaos into your life or make you feel like you are constantly walking on eggshells. This person has learned how to balance their own emotions, their career, their personal life, and they bring this incredibly calming presence into any room they walk into. What I find really interesting about Temperance here is that this person likely has a very spiritual or philosophical approach to life. They might not be overly religious, but they definitely have their own belief system about balance and karma, and treating people with kindness. They are the type of person who pauses before reacting, who thinks things through, and who genuinely believes in compromise and meeting you halfway. For you Cancer, who feels things so deeply and sometimes gets swept up in emotional tides, this person is going to be like your anchor, not in a way that holds you down, but in a way that keeps you steady when things get turbulent. I also sense that this person might work in a field that involves helping others find balance. They could be in healthcare, therapy, counseling, holistic wellness, nutrition, or even something like mediation or human resources. Whatever they do, there is this theme of bringing different elements together to create harmony. And physically, I am getting someone who has a very calm demeanor. They might have a soft voice, gentle eyes, and this way of moving through the world that just feels peaceful. People probably describe them as wise beyond their years, or as someone who always knows the right thing to say. The second card that came out is Queen of Pentacles, and this is giving me so much information about the practical side of who this person is. Your future spouse is someone who has their life together in the material sense. They are financially stable, they are responsible, they know how to manage resources, and they take pride in creating a comfortable home environment. This is not someone who is going to be careless with money or who is going to make impulsive decisions that put your security at risk. What I love about the Queen of Pentacles is that this person is nurturing in a very tangible way. They show love through actions. They are the type to make sure the bills are paid on time, to cook you a homemade meal after a long day, to notice when something in the house needs fixing and just take care of it without being asked. They create this sense of warmth and abundance in their environment. Their home is probably cozy, filled with plants or nice textures, and it just feels like a sanctuary. For you Cancer, who values emotional security so much, being with someone who can also provide material stability is going to feel incredibly comforting. I also sense that this person might have a connection to nature or the earth. They might love gardening, hiking, working with their hands, or they might just have this grounded energy that makes you feel more connected to the physical world. They probably prefer quality over quantity in everything they do. They would rather have a few really nice things than a bunch of cheap stuff. And they definitely value traditions and building something lasting. This is someone who thinks long-term, who wants to create generational wealth and stability, who sees marriage as a partnership where you both contribute to building a solid foundation together. Now, the third card is the World, and okay, this card is making me smile because it is telling me that meeting this person is going to feel like a completion of a major life cycle for you. The World represents fulfillment, achievement, and reaching a point where everything comes together in a really satisfying way. This marriage is not going to be something that happens when you are still figuring yourself out or when you are in a chaotic phase of life. This is going to happen when you have reached a certain level of personal wholeness and maturity. The World also suggests that there might be an international element to this connection. Your future spouse could be from a different country or cultural background than you, or you might meet them while traveling or through something connected to foreign places. Maybe you meet them on a trip abroad, or they are someone who has lived in multiple countries and brings this worldly perspective to your relationship. There is this sense of expansion and broadening your horizons through this connection. What really stands out to me about The world in this position is that this marriage represents you stepping into a new level of your life journey. It is like you have been working on yourself, healing, growing, learning, and this union is the reward for all that work. Your future spouse is going to appreciate the journey you have been on, and they are going to honor all the experiences that have shaped you into who you are. This is a relationship where you both feel seen and celebrated for exactly who you are. The fourth card I pulled is the Star, and this one is really beautiful because it is giving me hope, healing, and this sense that your future spouse is like a wish fulfilled. The Star comes after the Tower in the tarot deck, which means it represents the calm and clarity that comes after a period of upheaval. I am sensing that you might meet this person after you have gone through some kind of challenging time in your life. Maybe you have had your heart broken before, or you have dealt with disappointment, or you have just been through a period of questioning what you really want. And then this person enters your life and it feels like the universe is finally saying yes to you. Your future spouse is going to be someone who inspires you. They are optimistic, they have faith in the future, and they have this ability to see the best in people and situations. They are probably someone who has overcome their own challenges and come out the other side with this beautiful sense of hope and resilience. When you are feeling down or discouraged, they are going to be the one who reminds you of your own light and potential. They believe in you deeply, and they are going to encourage you to pursue your dreams and your healing journey. I am also getting that this person might be involved in creative or healing work. They could be an artist, a healer, a teacher, someone who works in the nonprofit sector, or just someone who brings beauty and inspiration into the world through what they do. They have this ethereal quality about them, like there is something almost magical in the way they move through life. And the connection between you two is going to have this spiritual quality where you both feel like you are meant to help each other grow and evolve. Now let me talk about the Sun, because this is the fifth card and it is telling me about the energy of your actual marriage. The Sun is pure joy, vitality, success, and celebration. Your marriage is going to be characterized by genuine happiness. This is not going to be one of those relationships where you are constantly struggling or where there is a lot of darkness and heavy energy. Yes, every relationship has its challenges, but the overall tone of your marriage is going to be positive and life-affirming. The Sun also suggests children or a very playful, youthful energy in your marriage. Whether or not you have kids, there is going to be this sense of innocence and wonder in how you relate to each other. You are going to laugh a lot together. You are going to have fun. You are going to feel free to be your authentic self without judgment. Your spouse is going to bring out this lighter side of you and help you not take everything so seriously all the time. What I love about the Sun here is that it represents clarity and truth. In your marriage, you are both going to be able to be completely honest with each other. There are no games, no manipulation, no hidden agendas. Everything is out in the open, and that transparency creates such a strong foundation of trust. You will both feel confident in the relationship and secure in each other's love. This is the kind of marriage where people look at you two and think, wow, they really have something special. The sixth card is Six of Cups, and this is fascinating because it is bringing in themes of nostalgia, innocence, and possibly a connection to the past. There are a few ways this could play out. You might actually already know your future spouse in some capacity. They could be someone from your past who you reconnect with later in life. Maybe someone you went to school with, or a childhood friend, or someone you knew briefly years ago, and then you cross paths again when the timing is finally right. Or the Six of Cups could be indicating that your relationship with this person is going to have a very sweet, innocent quality to it. Even though you are both adults, there is going to be this sense of young love and purity in how you relate to each other. You might do things together that remind you of simpler times, like going to the playground, watching old movies, baking cookies, or just enjoying small pleasures that bring you back to a sense of childhood wonder. I am also sensing that family and tradition are going to be important in your marriage. Your spouse might be very close to their family, or there might be family traditions that you both honor and pass down. There is this beautiful energy of creating new memories while also honoring where you both came from. And if you have children together, you are going to be the type of parents who create really meaningful traditions and give your kids a sense of roots and belonging. Now, the seventh card is Ten of Cups. And okay, this is literally the marriage and family card in the entire tarot deck. When I see Ten of Cups in a reading about marriage, I know we are talking about lasting happiness and emotional fulfillment. This card represents the happy ending, the dream come true, the relationship where everything just clicks on an emotional level. Your marriage is going to be everything you have ever hoped for in terms of emotional connection and family harmony. 10 of Cups tells me that you and your spouse are going to create this beautiful family life together. Whether that means having children, having pets, or just building a chosen family of close friends and loved ones, your home is going to be the place where everyone wants to gather, because there is so much love and warmth there. You are going to be the couple that hosts holidays and celebrations and creates these memories that people cherish forever. What really touches me about this card is that it represents a love that grows deeper over time. This is not a relationship that peaks in the honeymoon phase and then fades. This is a love that actually gets better with years and decades. You are going to look at your spouse 20 years into your marriage and feel even more in love than you did on your wedding day, because you have built something so real and meaningful together. The 10 of Cups is the universe confirming that yes, you are going to have the love story you have been dreaming of. The 8th card I pulled is 7 of Swords, and this one is interesting because it is adding a layer of complexity to the timing and circumstances. 7 of Swords often represents strategy, discretion, and moving carefully. In the context of when you will meet or marry this person, I am getting that the timing might involve some element of unexpected change or unconventional circumstances. Maybe you meet when one or both of you are transitioning out of another situation. Or perhaps there is some reason why you need to keep the relationship private or move slowly at first. 7 of Swords can also indicate that your future spouse is someone who is quite independent and strategic in their thinking. They might be entrepreneurial or self-employed. They are someone who does not just follow the traditional path, but instead creates their own way of doing things. They are clever, resourceful, and they know how to navigate complex situations. This could be someone who has had to overcome obstacles in their own life and has learned to be strategic about protecting their energy and their goals. In terms of timing, 7 of Swords suggests that this connection might develop in a way that is not completely straightforward. You might meet through unusual circumstances, or there might be some back and forth before you actually get together. But what I want you to know is that this is not about deception or anything negative. It is more about divine timing and making sure that both of you are truly ready before this union happens. Sometimes the universe has us take the scenic route because there are lessons we need to learn first. The 9th card is 2 of Wands, and this is giving me so much clarity about the timing of when this marriage will actually happen. 2 of Wands is about planning for the future, making decisions, and standing at a crossroads where you are choosing your path forward. This card suggests that marriage is going to happen when you have reached a point where you have established yourself in some way. You have your own sense of direction and purpose. You are not looking for someone to complete you, but rather someone to complement the life you are already building. I am sensing that you might meet this person within the next 1 to 3 years, but the marriage itself could happen a bit later, maybe within 3 to 5 years from now. The 2 of Wands indicates that there will be a period of courtship and planning. You and your future spouse are going to take your time to really get to know each other and make sure you are aligned on the big things like values, goals, where you want to live, whether you want children, all of that important stuff. This is not going to be a rushed decision. You are both going to be very intentional about building this relationship on a solid foundation. The 2 of Wands also suggests that one or both of you might be focused on career or personal goals when you meet. Maybe you are working on a big project, building your business, traveling for work, or pursuing education. And this person is going to fit into your life in a way that supports your ambitions rather than derailing them. They are going to be your partner in every sense of the word, cheering you on and helping you reach your goals while you do the same for them. The final card, the 10th card, is King of Pentacles, and this is sealing the deal on everything I have been seeing in this reading. Your future spouse is mature, established, successful, and ready for marriage. The King of Pentacles represents mastery in the material world. This person has worked hard to build their career and their financial stability. They own property or are working toward it. They have investments, savings, and a solid plan for the future. They are not someone who is still trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. They are established, and they are looking for a partner to share that stability with. King of Pentacles also tells me that your future spouse is generous and protective. They are going to take care of you in very practical ways. They will make sure you feel secure and provided for. They take their role as a provider seriously, not in a patriarchal way, but in a way that shows they value partnership and building something together. They are going to be incredibly reliable and consistent. When they say they are going to do something, they do it. You can count on them completely. What I love about ending this reading with King of Pentacles is that it confirms this marriage is going to happen when both of you are at a mature stage of your lives. This is not a relationship that happens when you are still figuring things out. This is a relationship between two people who know themselves, who have done their healing work, and who are ready to commit fully to building a life together. And that timing, even though it might feel frustrating if you want it to happen right now, is actually perfect, because it means the foundation is going to be incredibly strong. So let me bring all of this together for you, Cancer. Your future spouse is someone balanced and spiritually aware, someone who has their life together and knows how to create comfort and security. You are going to meet them when you have completed a significant chapter of your personal journey, possibly after a healing period in your life. There might be an international or travel element to how you meet. This person is going to feel like a wish fulfilled, someone who inspires you and brings light into your life. Your marriage is going to be characterized by genuine joy, honesty, and deep emotional fulfillment. There is a sweetness and innocence to your connection, possibly with ties to the past or shared values around family and tradition. You are creating the dream, that beautiful family life filled with love and harmony. The relationship might develop in an unconventional way or require some strategic timing, but when it happens, it is going to be so worth the wait. In terms of timing, I am seeing you meeting this person within the next 1 to 3 years, with the marriage happening within 3 to 5 years from now. You will both be at a point where you have established yourselves individually, and you are ready to intentionally build something together. Your spouse is going to be mature, financially stable, and completely ready for the commitment of marriage. This is the real deal, Cancer. This is your person. I would love to know if any of this resonates with you. Have you been feeling like you are in a period of completion or healing right now? Do you have any connections to people from your past that might be significant? Drop a comment and let me know what stood out to you in this reading. All right, Cancer. I am sending you so much love, and I cannot wait for you to meet this amazing person who is coming into your life. Trust the timing, keep doing your inner work, and know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should.